Hi guys, I'm live on my walk. How you guys doing? This is a very different, unique live than I've ever done, and it might even be special. I was put on hold today calling someone for something internet-wise or something. And I got put on hold for like a long time, like half an hour, and they were playing the elevator music they were playing. It was a Mozart piece. I don't know the name of it. I tried to research after the fact and I couldn't figure it out, but while I was just waiting there, I decided to pick up my guitar and learn the piece, or at least the opening parts. So I want to analyze it, hum it, and just analyze it so we can understand a little bit about what made Mozart tick. At least from my point of view, it's maybe I don't know, but I can give it a shot. So the piece is in F major, and it goes something like this. I'm just going to hum it. I don't know which one it is, but it goes da dun da dun da da dun da dun da da dun 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 da 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 da, something like that. So I'd like to analyze that. I know the notes. I'd like to analyze it and see if we can figure out what the heck he was doing. So it's an F major, so it's one flat. So that would be B flat, one of the flats in the key signature, one flat in the key signature. So the first note is F, then it goes down to a C, then it goes up to an A. So that's a second inversion of a F major triad. So no big deal there, but it sounds pretty. Then it goes down to an F and up to a C. That's a root position completed if you count the A that started it. F major triad. And then it's an interesting thing. He plays B flat. No, wait, let me get this straight. F, G, A. Okay, wait. He plays F, C. Yes, he plays B flat, A, and A flat next. It's chromatic. Why does he do that? So it's B flat, A flat. So that's what I think they called neighboring tones in music theory. The main note there is actually the A, which is the major third in the key of F. But rather than just play the A, he plays the note above it, which is B flat. Then he plays the A, then he plays an A flat, the note below the A. And note, when I say note, I mean chromatic. I don't mean the next note in an F major scale. I mean the next note chromatically. So B flat's a half step above A, then he plays A, then he plays A flat, which is a half step below A. It isn't even in the F major scale, but it sounds pretty. So it's like in passing tone, kind of, but yet the main note is in the middle, not on the sides. So he plays B flat, A flat, which is neighboring tones to A, the major third of F major, the key, which is the key of the piece. Then he goes down and plays F sharp, and G. Now this case is a passing tone, a legitimate passing tone, because the main notes are F and G. The F sharp is just connecting the two. So he plays F sharp, and G, which is, the main notes are F and G, the root in the second of the scale of F major, and the F sharp is the flatted 9 or raised root. We'll look at that, which is just a passing tone between the F and the G. I think that's pretty. And then, now he's going to do a different thing. He's going to play a C dominant seventh arpeggio, which is C dominant seventh is the dominant chord in F major. So far we started out with the F major triad, which is the tonic major chord or arpeggio. Now he's going to go to C dominant seventh, which is the dominant seventh arpeggio, and he's even going to stretch it to a dominant ninth if you listen to it. So the next note is going to be C. That's a fourth below the F. Then it's C, E, G, B flat. That makes a C dominant seventh arpeggio, and then he plays D, which actually makes D as in dog. That actually makes a C dominant 9 arpeggio if you look at it that way. Or you can look at it as just playing the C dominant seventh, which is C, E, G, and B flat, and then just happens to play a D unrelated to the G. But either way, he plays a D. But you can look at it as an actual complete dominant ninth chord, C dominant ninth chord if you look at it that way. So now he's on the note D, and then he plays C, which is the fifth note in the F major scale. Then he plays B flat, which is the fourth note, perfect fourth in the key of F major, and then he plays that old A flat again. That's the chromatic half step below the major third. Major third is A, so A flat's actually a minor third of F, or you can think of it as a half step below the major third. And then he plays from A flat. He plays A, the major third. So that's the lift. That's the riff I just sang for you. I'm going to sing it again, and then I'm going to say the notes, and then maybe we can learn something about Mozart. He likes to play. Neighboring tones are on the major third, so he can play the perfect fourth above the major third. He can play the minor third, which is a half step below the major third, and then he can play the major third, either the neighboring tones and then the third, such as B flat, A flat, A. Play the three notes. The third and its two neighboring tones is a chromatic row. He can play B flat, A flat. Yeah. So anyway, let's sing it again. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, I don't have perfect pitch, but that's something like that. And that's it. Because of being put on hold by that internet thing, and happen to have it play a Mozart thing in F major, I'm into Mozart. I'm kind of channeling him, LOL, as if I really can. He's the greatest musician that ever lived, likely. And I'm kind of into classical music for the moment. I may even try to do the Madre's suggestion that I play the Toccata and Fugue in D minor by Bach using only tapping. So love you guys, peace, love, and rock and roll.